Good morning, everyone. Welcome to management class. And in today's session, we'll be dealing with the laws of supply and all these things. Let's go to the PPT. In the law of supply, we discussed the law of demand and law of supply. We are going to study now. The law of supply shows the relationship between that if the price is low, the producers restrain from releasing more quantity of the product in the market. Okay, if the price of that product, okay, then the producers will not supply their products into the market. They will hold on the products into them, okay, thereby the value of the price, value of the goods or the services gone increases. When it is going to increase, then they are going to supply the product, okay. Hence by this the supply of the product is going to be decreased because the producers are going to hold on their products within their custody so that the supply is going to be decreased, okay. So you can see over here in the figure you have seen that the point of intersection of supply curve and demand curve is called as equilibrium point, okay. So wherever these two meets, okay, this point is called as equilibrium point, okay. At this point the quantity of supply is equals to the quantity of demanded, okay. So where the both are going to be same. So you can see over here uh, the points meet at particular point, the supply curves and demand curves meet at a particular point. This point is called as equilibrium point. And we discussed about the factors influencing for the demand, okay. The demand is going to vary with these factors because the income of the people, prices of the related goods and states of the customers, okay. If there are getting variations, automatically demand for the particular product is going to be varied, okay. So these are the things. And similarly for the factors influencing for the supply, okay, the cost of the inputs, if the labor cost, the anything input material cost is increased, automatically the supply is going to be decreased, okay. We are discussed with the examples also over here, and depends on the technology and what technology we are going with, okay. So next is the weather conditions for goods like sweater and all other things like, so these things are matters, environmental things or geographical things, okay. The prices of the related goods, this is also matters for the supplying process, okay. So we all discussed this one in the things. And today we will be discussing about the elasticity of demand, okay. So this is very important. It means that the responsiveness or sensitiveness of demand to a given change in the price, okay, in the price or non-price determinant of the commodities, okay. So it means that the capacity of demand is either stretch or shrink to a given change in price to the non-price determinants, okay. So how it will be calculated? It will be calculated taking the percentage change in the quantity of goods demanded, okay, quantity of goods demanded, okay, quantity of purchased before and now, okay, difference will be taken out divided by initial one demanded and dividing by the percentage change in the another economical variables, okay. So this is the formula over here to calculate the elasticity of demand, either it may stretch or shrink, okay. So higher the EOD, higher the elasticity of demand for a particular variable. Okay, so if the higher EOD means that, okay, consumers are more responsive to the changes in this variable, such as the variables like different variables like price variables or income variables. Okay, so they are responsives. Okay, if the suddenly price decreases or increases. Okay, so this thing, elasticity of the demand is going to be varied with these things, price and income. Okay, next we come in with this. If the demand elasticity, okay, understand here, if the demand elasticity is greater than 1, is greater than 1, okay, then it is called as elastic. Okay, it means that it reacts proportionally higher. Okay, proportionally to higher to changes in the economical variables. Economical variables are price or the income. Okay, so this is the things. So next conditions, if the demand, okay, demand elasticity, okay, understand, if it is less than 1, less than 1, okay, it is called as inelastic. Okay, it is going to shrink. Okay, it means that it reacts proportionately lower. Okay, proportionally to the lower to the changes in the other economical variables. Okay, so next, third condition, when the change in demand, when the change in demand is proportionality the same, proportionally the same as that for the another variable, then the demand elasticity, then the demand elasticity is called as unit velocity, unit elastic. Okay, when it is the change in demand or the change in quantity demanded to the change in the money, okay, change in the price. Okay, if it is not proportionality same, the both are matching with one another, same with one another, then the demand elasticity is called as unit elastics. Okay, unit means one. Okay, so next, we are having two types of elasticity of demand. Okay, so what are those? They are the price elasticity. Okay, so one with the price. Okay, they are the variables, major variables in the elasticity of demand. Okay, economical variables. Okay, the price elasticity, and next is income elasticity. Okay, so price elasticity, going with the price elasticity, it measures the changes in, okay, understand, it measures the changes in the demanded, the quantity demanded to the change in the price. Okay, okay, price elasticity means that the change in quantity demanded to the change in the price. In another way, we can define it as, it is the ratio of, it is the ratio of percentage, okay, percentage change in the quantity demanded to percentage percentage change in the price, percentage change in the price. Okay, if you are having elasticity of demand for the things, we can say that if it is there, okay, so it is a change in quantity demanded to the percentage change in the price. Okay. For example, it will be represented as EP, okay, for price elasticity, okay. Okay, okay. Coming to next over here, the price elasticity, it is represented by the EP, okay, uh, price elasticity. As we said, the change in the quantity demanded. For example, now previous demand was earlier demand was Q1, and now the demand is Q2. Okay, it may be varying higher on that. Okay, changes. Okay, so changes for that we have to subtract with the things. Okay, higher minus lower with that. Okay, changes in the quantity demanded, okay, by the quantity demanded, initial quantity demanded, okay. Next, this divided by the change in the price, okay, change in the present price and previous price to the present price, okay. So all these things will give the price elasticity, how the variation is taking place with respect to price, okay, and with respect to the demand. Okay. So there are we are having different types of price elasticity also. So where we are having five types of price elasticity of demand. So one is perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, relatively inelastic demand, relatively inelastic demand, and finally we are having unit elasticity of demand. Okay. So in the perfectly elastic demand, okay, it becomes when the small change in the price, okay, small change in the price will leads to infinite change in the quantity demanded, okay, perfectly elastic. Then at that time what happens, the ep, okay, ep is equals to infinities, okay. So for that the demand curve, okay, the demand curve will become a horizontal. Okay, so here we are having for this we are having, okay, so here the EP equals to, okay, it becomes infinity. Why it becomes infinity? There is a small change in the price, okay, so which will leads to the drastic change in the demand, okay. So will be infinite. So the curve will be having the for the first one, okay, the curve will become like this, okay. The curve will become like this, straight line, okay. So this on x-axis we are having the quantity of demanded. So what the quantity we want, okay. In y-axis it is the price, okay, okay. For this case the perfectly elastic, uh, the demand curve is straight line. It's a straight horizontal line, horizontal line. Next, for the perfectly inelastic demand, okay, the perfectly inelastic demand, in this case, if you are having, okay, So this all these things. Okay. Perfectly inelastic, all these things. We'll be discussing this part in the later part. Okay. Hope you understood this concept. For any clarification, please feel free to contact me for any doubts. Thank you.